Hey people, I hope you're all well and welcome back. And if you're new here, this is your first time on this channel, you're very welcome. My name is Gloria and this is 1,000 Shades of Glow. On this channel, we do everything lifestyle and especially a very special love for fragrance. Right, today I wanted to do a Christmas special video. I wanted to do Vlogmas, but I just couldn't commit to it because I had so many things going on and I knew that if I started, I will not be able to complete. So I thought, you know what? I am going to do an all-in-one Christmas video and I am doing the 12 scents of Christmas. I was supposed to do a scent every day, but I didn't manage that. So I'm going to just quickly do all of them together. And this idea was inspired by somebody I saw online who did the 12 scents of Christmas, but they did food. They created dishes with all the scents of things that people use on Christmas. So I'm borrowing the same idea, but I have added two of mine, which you can't put in food, obviously. And that's frankincense and myrrh. Okay, you can't put those in food, but so those are my two special ones that I substituted. I took the list and substituted the two ingredients that they used for these two notes of frankincense and myrrh. And the first one is going to be frankincense. By the way, we all know the reason for the season is Jesus. When the three kings came to visit Jesus, they brought him gifts, and among those gifts was frankincense and myrrh. So yeah, we are starting with those. And first one, frankincense in perfumery is known as olibanum. And the first perfume that I have here that has olibanum notes is Shanghai Lily by Tom Ford. My absolute favorite Tom Ford fragrance, which was unfortunately discontinued. I love this one so much. This one is a spicy, incensey, beautiful, feminine, elegant fragrance that I love. And this, among other notes, like I said, has olibanum. That was Shanghai Lily by Tom Ford. We move on to the next note. And the next note is, you guessed right, myrrh. So for myrrh, we have this one here. This is Imperial or Mir Imperial by Amani Privé. This one is a very resinous, a spicy, ambery fragrance that I love. Unfortunately, another discontinued one. Yeah, so I've got a couple of discontinued fragrances, but yeah, I had to get the notes from this one. So this one, we are going with myrrh. I love this fragrance so much. Very incensey, very ambery, very beautiful. This one takes me to so many places. I have special memories with this fragrance. I don't know why Amani Privé discontinued this one, but yeah, unfortunately it's been discontinued. And this is Mir Imperial by Amani Privé. We move on to the next note. And our next note, I'm going to refer to my notes, is pine. For the note of pine, I'm going with Eau de Soie by Sisley. This is a well-loved fragrance that is about to run out. Another discontinued one, guys. Just forgive me. This is a one-off, okay? I've got 12 fragrances here. Not all of them are discontinued, so don't feel some kind of way because I'm just showing you discontinued fragrances. This one I just found out the other day that it's been discontinued. I didn't know. I went online to get another one because, as you can see, I'm running out, and I found out that it has been discontinued. Now, this one has, among other notes, oh, by the way, we're going for the note of pine, but I couldn't find pine anywhere, so I went with juniper because juniper has piney hints and nuances. Actually, juniper smells almost like pine. It's got those very strong piney hints and nuances, and yeah, so similar scent profile to pine. So juniper in here. This also has other flowers of syringa and rose and jasmine. Very, very beautiful fragrance. I call this my Power Girl fragrance because it gives me such confidence. This is very formal, very business-like, very professional. If I'm going to a professional formal setting, this is what I wear. All right, this is Eau de Soie by Sisley, and for this one we are going with juniper or pine note. We move on. Okay, the next one is chestnut. We're going with chestnut, and for that one we have got replicas by the fireplace. This one I love. This is a nice woody fragrance. It's unisex. This one, among other notes, has spices like pink pepper. It's got cloves. It's got guaiac wood, juniper. It's got some vanilla. This has got Peru balsam. But today we're going with chestnut. Okay, chestnuts. People love roasting chestnuts for Christmas on open fires. And the person who created this perfume must have had Christmas in mind. So yeah, so this one, I recently talked about my love for woods, and I forgot to do this one. Completely forgot to mention this one. For me, this is that nice warm home fire somewhere in the hearth, somewhere nice and warm, and where people are cozying up, roasting chestnuts and telling stories. Yeah, so this one was a chestnut note, and that is by the fireplace, Maison Margiela replica. We keep it moving. Our next note is chocolate. Ooh, chocolate. And chocolate, we have, this is Black Orchid by Tom Ford. And Black Orchid, I love this one. It's nice, it's dark, it's this one is dark and deep and intense, and loved by many, hated by many, but for me it's an absolute love. And for this one, we're going with a note of chocolate. This one has Mexican chocolate in it, amongst other things like truffle and mandarin orange and amber and sandalwood and vetiver, patchouli, vanilla. Yeah, this one is beautiful. It has jasmine and gardenia and even fruit notes. But today we are going with that Mexican chocolate in there. Chocolate is another Christmas note. I love this one. This one on a night out. Very, very, this is a very deep, very dark fragrance that I love. Okay? Yeah, so chocolate. Black Orchid by Tom Ford. The next one, we have mulled wine. Mulled wine. Now, I could not find a fragrance that has mulled wine, so I'm going to go with Halfeti cedar. That's the closest that I could find anything to do with mulled wine. And we're going with Halfeti cedar because it has rum. So this has rum, and I've got a sample here. I don't have a full bottle of Halfeti cedar. I have yeah, so this has rum, it has peach and saffron and dried fruits. So for me, if you mix up all those things of rum, of peach, of those dried fruits, you will end up with something like mulled wine. Okay, in my opinion. All right, if I didn't have mulled wine and I needed to create something with those notes, I would do that. So that one is, we are going with Halfeti cedar for mulled wine. And I love this fragrance. I haven't yet gotten a full bottle, but I found a Middle Eastern one, which I think is Mohra, and it smells so similar. I was going to invest in a whole bottle of this, but as soon as I got Mohra, I thought, you know what, this can do. Yeah, so anyway, mulled wine, Halfeti cedar. We move on. Our next Christmas scent note is ginger. All right, and ginger, we have l'interditrouge by Givenchy. Dantadi, amongst other things, has blood orange, it has sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver, tuberose, jasmine, and it has pimiento leaf, and of course it has that ginger at the top there. This one is got a very nice spicy opening. This one is so beautiful. This one is so beautiful, and for me somehow this reminds me of Shanghai lily. Something in this one reminds me of Shanghai lily, which I love. So now I'm not feeling so bad about Shanghai lily being discontinued. This one, between this one and opium, I feel covered. That nice spicy gingery opening, that one is right up my alley. So that was Ginger L'Interditrouge by Givenchy. Right. Our next note is going to be cinnamon. We're doing cinnamon, and for cinnamon, we are going with, camera. Camera. And if you have watched my video on Middle Eastern perfumes, I think I did 5 Middle Eastern fragrances. Was it 5 or 6? Yeah, anyway, I did my Middle Eastern fragrances about 2 months ago, and I gave this one a very bad rap. I gave her a bad rap, and I gave her away to my son. And as you can see, there's such a huge dent in 2 months. I wasn't wearing it that much. For me, I had found it too syrupy and just too much. But as he began to wear it, I began to like the way it smelled on him. And he told me that he gets a lot of compliment, and somebody had asked him what he was wearing. Could he write it down for them? Yeah, so this has been growing on me. It's growing on me a lot. I really do like it a lot, and I think I needed to give it time to seed. Anyway, we move on. So the note we're going with here is cinnamon, but Camera has amongst other notes, it has praline, it has dates, it has akigala wood and benzoin and vanilla and tonka bean. This one is well loved online. I know you all have been seeing Camera everywhere, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. This is a great love of a lot of people. This was supposed to be a dupe for something, but this one, I think this one stands on its own 2 legs. Yeah, you've got to give Camera the kudos it deserves. So yeah, I'm giving Camera another chance. Yeah, I'm giving Camera another chance. She's grown on me, and I think she's not as bad as I thought in the beginning. In fact, she's really, really nice. And yeah, beautiful. So cinnamon is the note we were going with Camera. The next one is fig. Okay, fig. The next scent note, we're going with a fig. And with fig, I couldn't decide which one to do. I had 2 perfumes, a couple of perfume notes with fig, all of them by Jo Malone. So I thought I'll do this one today because I haven't featured this one. And this is Poppy and Barley by Jo Malone. It has very similar notes with Scarlet Poppy. That one has fig, and it has barley as well as barley, poppy, and fig. So they're very similar, but they're also very different. This one, Scarlet Poppy is much warmer. This one is much more earthier. But we are not here to talk about Scarlet Poppy or the components. We were here to talk about the fig note here. Yeah, so this, imagine eating a bowl of cereals or porridge where you've scooped into a big, huge, fleshy fig. Yeah, and some dried currants or sultanas. Very powdery, really nice and elegant, a beautiful, every day. You can wear this one every day. The note we were going with today is fig. Our next note is orange, and I was in 2 minds about featuring this one. This is Cuir d'Erici by Chanel, and this is from the less exclusive line. And for this one, I have actually picked it up for the orange, the mandarin orange. Yeah, actually this cuir derici means Russian leather. This is a beautiful leather note, very elegant, very fine leather scent. Both men and women. I think this is unisex, and some people think it leans a little bit more feminine, but this is a fine, fine leather scent. I'm going to come back and talk about the leather aspect of this perfume, but today we are going with Cuir d'Erici for the orange note. This is beautiful. I love this one. Very, very refined, very, very elegant. Leather note with tobacco and birch and resins, but today we were going for the orange note. Okay, that was Cuir d'Erici by Chanel, Les Exclusives. Finally, we have the two notes scents left. We have cloves. And with cloves, I had a few fragrances with clove that I love. I love cloves. I love spicy notes. I love resins. I think it's very clear by now. And today we are going with another one that I have not yet featured. So today we are featuring Madame Coco. This is Coco Noir by Chanel. And this one has cloves in it. This one has in it, apart from cloves, it has the usual citruses, bergamot and orange and grapefruit, and it has rose and geranium and jasmine and peach and narcissus. It's an amber woody fragrance, supposed to be for women, but if you're a man, you can still rock this one. And this one for me is one of those fragrances. This for me is like a black tie fragrance. This is the one that I would wear to go to an event, black tie event, little black dress, evening out, formal evening out. A very, very dressy, very chic, very elegant. Yeah, for me, this is the epitome of French chic. For me, this one, it conjures up images of a French Parisian chic. Right, okay, so this was Coco Noir by Chanel. And finally, our final note is going to be dried fruits. Yeah, dried fruits. And for dried fruits, I had a couple of them, but they have already been featured here. So I went with Mr. Tom Ford. This is tobacco vanille. And this one has tobacco leaf, it has spices, it has the tobacco blossom, it has the dried fruits, it has woody notes, it has vanilla, it has cacao and tonka bean. This one smells like Christmas in a bottle. All those notes of those dried fruits and the vanilla and the spices, and it smells like Christmas in a bottle. Very beautiful one. I personally love it. Not my favorite Tom Ford, but I love this one just because I love the way it smelled on my guys. So guys, I hope you do have a Merry Christmas, and I pray that you have wonderful times with your family, friends, and the people in your life. And until next time, guys, God bless you. Please do not forget to subscribe, to like, to comment. It will help my channel grow. And ciao, ciao.